Hello, children. I'm Jerry Spinelli. Has anybody heard of me? No. No? Not many? Well, I was born on February 1st, 1941, and published my first book in 1982, which is much before all of you were born. So, yeah. I was born in Norristown, Pennsylvania. Anybody know where that is?
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania.
Well, it's kind of small, so, you know. So, kids, does anyone know where I get my inspiration?
Where?
No?
Crazy people.
On operation. Raise your hands, please. Oh,
Savior.
from another guy who's not fair.
No.
Oh.
You, child. Crazy people, right? No!
Dang it.
I get my inspiration from all of you. You are the funny ones. You are the fascinating ones. You are the elusive and inspiring and promising and heroic and maddening ones. I see in my own memories and in the kids around me, I had all the material I needed for a school bag full of books. As you might have noticed, I was born with this birthmark on my neck. Yeah. It used to look like a fat giraffe, but now it doesn't look like anything. Yeah. When I was about 5, I wanted to be a cowboy. Yeah. So I dressed in my best cowboy suit, and I went to school, and I sang "I Have the Spurs to Jingle, Jangle, Jing." And after much humiliation, I decided to be a baseball player. That only lasted about a year, until I realized I wasn't good at it at all. I was a good athlete, and I joined the local track team, and I was a bit of a hero because I was the 50-yard dash champion of my school. When I was 7, my mom used to read me a book called Bar the Elephant. Anybody heard of that?
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. It's my favorite book. She used to read it every night. When I was 8, my dad gave me a pet rat named Bernadette. And in my book Stargirl, the main character has a rat, but it's not named Bernadette. It had white spots and it was brown with an orange nose. Yeah, she was my favorite pet. I don't think that I had very many though. My talent of writing showed when I went to a football game and my team won, and I wrote a poem about it. And my school liked it a lot, and they asked me to join the newspaper team. And I think it was then when I figured out that I could be a writer, and I had the talent to do that. But I wasn't sure, so I went to Gettysburg College, and then I joined the USA Naval Air Reserves, but I didn't really like that either. So I got married to a lady named Eileen, and had 6 children. Only after watching my wife write her stories, because she was an author too, I tried writing again. My first 4 novels were rejected for publishing, and just when I thought I ran out of ideas, one of my kids ate my chicken wing that I was saving, and I wrote a story about that, so it got published.
What's it called? I already did.
It was called Space Station 7th Grade. And it was originally going to be an adult novel, but it didn't make any sense as an adult novel, so I made it into a children's story. I don't know who ate my chicken wing, but it was either Kevin, Jeff, Ben, or Sean, but I know it wasn't Molly or Barbara, because they don't eat chicken. Now, before I bore you to death, I thought that it would be good if I showed you a part of the movie that they made out of my best-selling book, Maniac McGee. I considered not showing it to you because it was really bad and the plot was all mixed up and I left out important characters. But let's play it anyway.
If you ever meet someone who said they'd been to Two Mills, PA, and they never heard of Maniac McGee, well, you found yourself a liar. Because if it weren't for Maniac McGee, there'd be no Two Mills. At least not the happy place it is now. Just ask someone who was really and truly there when it all happened. Like me. I'll tell you about a kid who ran smack into a town divided and found a way to make it whole. story begins here, about 1,000 miles from Two Mills, in an ordinary house on an ordinary street. Of course, to be accurate, he wasn't Maniac then. He was Jeffrey Lionel McGee.
Jeffrey!
We'd never miss your game if your grandfather wasn't in the hospital.
Well, he's gonna be all right, isn't
Sure he will. And I'll bet you a bag of donuts will beat it again by the 4th inning.
he? Will you tell Grandpa that I'm gonna hit a home run for him?
I will, honey.
Tomorrow I'm going to teach you how to throw my super duper never been hit stop ball.
Okay, Dad.
You wait. It comes right up to the plate, and then it stops dead in the air. You won't believe it.
You're right, I won't. Okay, so in my book, Maniac is a 12-year-old boy. His parents died when he was 3-ish. But as you can see, his parents are still alive, and he's 12, so they messed that up. And they left out really important characters like Grayson and a few other people. But my book tells about sadness and loss and hardship and love and all the problems kids face today. The movie left out very important characters. And it's really sad because it was a really touching story and a lot of people liked it. So, curse you, Nickelodeon! That book was the first and only story that I gave my rights to make a movie, and this is why. So, yeah. My critics have said that I am the master of those embarrassing, gloppy, painful, and suddenly wonderful things that happen on the razor's edge between childhood and full-fledged adolescence. Some of my favorite things are going on train rides, fondue, berry picking, walking barefoot on the beach, romantic movies, and spending time with my 16 grandchildren. Thank you so much for having me today, you lovely audience.